A channel, blue channel, equal to crankshaft position signal, camshaft position signal, red, and this is gonna be the green color for the current. This is what we get here, only starter error. All the lights are flickering sometimes and the vehicle doesn't start. And this is what we have here. Nothing. So then I have here, gonna be a very busy day. So I have this vehicle. I'm doing evap smoke test with here with the evap smoke machine. And then I want to show you here, I have this Germany day today. So I have this Sprinter, which I have some diagnostic trouble code for the turbo. So I wanted to introduce this turbo because I'm gonna be checking the pressure size of this turbo. And I got these tools, so which are pretty good, you know. On one end, you disconnect the hoses and you install this one. You can add the pressure here on this side, and then the other end, you recap it too. So this is the cap to install it on the other end. That way we keep the pressure there. We can install some pressure regulator air into the system where we have all these hoses here. And then figure out where is the leak. You know, it's a turbo boost coil. So we have this one, and as you can see here, with this tool, we can regulate how much air we're pressurizing. At the same time, we're putting air. This tool allows us to get the smoke here, so we can get smoke. And then when we're pressurizing, we can find out pressure with smoke and find out easier the leaks, because this is what I'm suspecting on this vehicle. So with this turbo boost DTC, but anyway, we're gonna pass through the next. This is a Mercedes-Benz ML350. You can see that here, and customer concern is this vehicle is a no crank, no start. It came into the shop with they towed that vehicle. I just started to do that work here, and let's duplicate here. The only thing we can see here on the cluster is when we turn it on, the ignition key, that message that says see all the lights come on. Well, at this moment, look what happened here. When we do this, it's not giving me anything at this point. You see, now it's giving me that starter error. You see, that's giving me starter error, and all the lights are like that, and nothing happened. Okay, so let's move to the next process here, because starter error, you see that one, that's the only thing we get, starter error. And looks like even though I remove the key and the lights stay on. Let's go through the wiring diagram now. So here's the diagram here. We can see that one follow this one here where this one is the ignition switch, and from here to this we should have some power to the extended activity module. And this vehicle has two extended activity module, one by the left side of my foot and one on the in the fuse box in the engine compartment. But look at here. So right here I am having power on those two. Right here is when I got confused, you know. Underneath here I was thinking it was up by the foot, but it's not there. It's right here. Look at those two fuses there. This fuse and that fuse, they are okay. They got power. So which fuses are those? This fuse, the 21, and the 22. 21 and yeah, that one. Let's test it. We have power. We have power. My ignition key is on right now, but the vehicle is in no crank, no start. So then to the relay, to the starter relay, we have power. To the control, to the switch side, the 15 relay, we have power right here, and why do we don't have crank? Okay, so those fuses, we got nothing on all of those fuses. Who is powering up that one? All those fuses, I got nothing. Let's test it. This is one of those fuses. See, we don't have power. We should have power right now there. So that means that power should go through here, and then after that one, it should, the all activity module is the one should be on the pin 1 activating the relay, and the number 2 is constant ground. So the all activity module is the one gonna test on this circuit, and this is the relay. We identify this relay. I'm gonna be testing now and finding out what's wrong with this, because I just lift it up a little bit, and then we're gonna check power and ground and the activation from the all activity module. And what I'm finding here is the power from the switch side is not coming out of here from the relay. So I find everything except for the power going out, and the all activity module is not applying the power to the relay. So that's why I don't have on all those relays and those fuses, I do not have power. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna substitute the power. Look, this should have, that one should have a power, those fuses there. So what we're gonna do there is substitute the power. I'm gonna apply power down there to the pin that one should be sending out. Right there, I jump the pin 30 to the one is gonna be the 87. I think it's 85, 80, yeah, to the 87. So that way I'm doing the job of the relay. So I'm jumping the pin 1 to 2, and now I'm gonna check on the fuse. Let me check the fuse. Those fuses should have power now. I don't have a good connection there, I think, on the relay. Let me recheck here, because I should have a good connection. Let me check. Now we do. Okay, so now we have the power, and then now let's check. The vehicle will start now, and let's figure out here. Apparently, yeah, so it started, so we gotta check powers and ground to the module now at this point. So this vehicle, the next point is check the wiring diagram, figure out why we don't have any activation here. So I got the wiring diagram here. We're gonna check powers and ground and verify, the front, the activity module, if that wire is broken from here to the relay. So I have the wiring diagram here print out for the ignition switch and pretty much everything, because the only thing we gotta check right now is that wire from activity module to this relay. If we don't have that one, so then it's gonna be check powers and ground to this computer. So I have label here what should I'm expecting to, and I got a layout here because this is this wiring diagram was hard to get it and read it, but here we have the ignition module, the pins out right here where I should be expecting the powers and ground. So we're gonna go through that process of checking all of those and find out if we have any corrosion, or do we have any broken wire, bad connection from the ignition switch. Was checking, like if that is powered up. So here's the module, all activity module, but this module is on the left hand side by the left hand side of the dash, but this isn't the module. I was confused at this point, but we found some issues here, but it did not solve our issue, this portion. Let's look at. So right here we have a corrosion here on the left hand side by the end of the dash, the all activity module, but I was wrong. This is not my module in issue. My module, the module was my problem. The all activity module was in the under the hood, which that is the next module. You're gonna look at this one. This is my module. So all activity module is pretty much a BCM on this vehicle. So it is time to check powers and grounds. So I check all powers and grounds are good, and I simulated the voltage going out from here to the relay to the one is not working, and it did work everything. So now it's time to replace the module at this point. we have nothing else. So now we replace the all activity module, which is basically a BCM. Look at this, we have here the unit. This is the new unit, well, use unit, and here is the unit was faulty. We can see on this one end connect to the fuse box, and on that side and the other end got a lot of connections here. And surprisingly, this vehicle did not need programming for this used unit. At this point, we're gonna check the vehicle start fine.